welcome to Renee Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Definitely subscribers since day one, recent subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Flash Lives, premieres of my videos such as this, man. Commenting in the comment sections, playback family, salute. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for liking it up, sharing it up, subscribing. Recent subscribers since day one. You're all awesome, man. I appreciate y'all definitely. If you're new to this platform, if you love the sport of boxing, this is a place for you. Go ahead and hit the notification bell, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. So I definitely want to talk about this, man. Isaac Dogboe, Dogboe, however you pronounce his last name, right? And Joet Gonzalez, man. This was a really fun fight to watch. That was really an action-packed fight. Straight up telephone, booth fight right there. Toe to toe, shoulder to shoulder, all night long. If you didn't watch this fight, you definitely got to do yourself a favor and go watch this fight. Top Rank, man, I enjoy a lot of their events, man. They really have some guys that just go in there, and this is one of those fights. This is one of those nights where you definitely enjoy it, man. Round after round. It was a 10-round fight, if I remember correctly. The first half of the fight looked like Dogboe, he was getting the advantage. He had the advantage, a slight upper advantage, landing beautiful shots to the body. Beautiful shots to the body, man, first half of the fight. And throughout the fight generally, But Joet Gonzalez started coming back, and started landing some great shots of his own. Lots of swing rounds, too. A lot of swing rounds, too. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think, if I remember correctly, Dogboe won by split decision. It was a close fight, man. It was really a close fight. I'm not mad at the split decision, the judging. And Joet Gonzalez, after this fight, man, I don't know if you saw it, but he talked about, wanting a rematch. And if there was a rematch in this one, this would be great, man, because the styles that they both brought, the way that they both fight, their styles mesh. Styles make fights, that's where you get the term. Their styles mesh for a wonderful performance. Wonderful action, man. They were just going at it. Uppercuts, all shots, man. All types of shots. It was just a beautiful fight. It really was. And the thing here, man, is Dogboe and his size. It seems like he struggles a bit, but I'm surprised he didn't go down. Joet Gonzalez had him, man. He had him. It looked like, Dogboe was going to go down. The problem with Dogboe in this fight, with Dogboe, sorry about pronunciation, I suck with that stuff, but Dogboe, the problem with him was this, man, in this fight in particular, at least in particular, that when he would be, pushed up against the ropes or what have you, he would back up against the ropes. Gonzalez would put his work on, on Dogboe, and he wouldn't get off the ropes as he should have. And he was just receiving more punishment than necessary against them ropes, and he would jab away, he would get off the ropes by using his jab, and pivoting out the way, but a lot of the times he would stay up against the ropes and just go at it with him, against Gonzalez, and it was just toe-to-toe stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Dogboe, he needed to use his footwork a little bit more in that ring, in that fight, but man, that's just his style. That's what I'm saying, that, their style served for a beautiful fight, beautiful performance, man. If I'm not mistaken, 126, you got. So that's what I'm saying, like, Joet's talking about he would like a rematch. That was a close fight. I thought it was going to be a draw. I personally thought it was going to be a draw. Like I said, around the second half of the fight, there were several swing rounds, man. It would have been hard to have been a judge that night. It would have been hard to be a judge in that fight, man. It was a beautiful fight. These are the fights that I love to see, man. I mean, these styles meshed wonderfully, action-packed. There wasn't no boring moment in this fight, man. There was not a boring moment. So I mean, I thought it was a draw. That's the thing here. I thought this fight was a draw, man. But then they called it a split decision, in favor of Dogboe. And Joet, I gotta repeat it. He said he would like a rematch. I think a rematch would be great. Now you look at the champs. Man. They're up there. These guys are up there. Dogboe and Joet Gonzalez. They're up there in the rankings of around top 5. I think in the WBO, Joet Gonzalez was 1. I don't know how this is going to switch and move around, when it comes to the rankings after this fight. But Joet Gonzalez, at least I can say he's around 1, number 1, ranked 1. And I think Dogboe was 2 in the WBO. But the thing here is this, that if I remember correctly, I think it's Navarrete who has the WBO title, the champ there. And y'all know the story there. Dogboe fought Navarrete twice and lost against Navarrete, so I don't think they're going to make that fight. Again, a trilogy, there's no point in that, man, because Navarrete beat Dogboe hard, you know, in both fights, so I don't think there's going to be a point in that, having that fight, a trilogy there. But I think the best thing here is that, man, Joet Gonzalez versus Dogboe rematch. I think that would be the best thing to do because it was so close. That was a really close fight, man. And it was so action-packed, so fan-friendly. Like I said, you got to go watch him. You know, this is one of the things that, you know, this is one of the things about the sport of boxing, man. I've talked about it so many times, but I got to mention this again here that, you know, Dogboe and Joet Gonzalez are not necessarily big superstars in the sport. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that pull, you know, as far as, I don't know, I guess there's a personalities. I don't know, man. You know, what is catchy, what was catchy before you know, the losses of Dogboe, he would do a lot of the knee ho. Well, I don't know what the heck that means, but, you know, he screamed it a lot. You know, he screamed it a lot, and that was a pull. That's what I'm trying to say here. It was a nice marketing thing, you know, of him and his personality, and it seems like he kind of stopped doing that, you know, ever since he lost to Navarrete. I don't know if you guys, you know, follow Dogboe like that, but I have followed him. And, you know, when he was undefeated, I guess we could say it like that, right? When he was undefeated, and, you know, he's really hyped up, really motivated, you know, in his career, and I think he still is. But the thing is this, you can kind of see the shine. It kind of dwindled away when he started losing to Navarrete, the first one and the second one. Before that, you know, in Dogboe's career, he would do that a lot with his opponents and face-offs and things like that, you know, and in clips and videos, you know, knee ho, you know. Like I said, what the heck does that mean? Who the freak? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I guess, I don't know. Whatever it means, it is what it is, right? So, but he would do that, and it got to the point where in one of his fights, in the lead up to one of his fights, I think it was the first Navarrete fight, I just don't remember, you know, that knee-ho phrase, it was so catchy that, you know, the top-ranked girls, or whatever, the ring girls, they made a commercial, you know, or I don't know, whatever, a promotional video, whatever they call them, right? And the girls were like, knee-ho, knee-ho, you know? It was some funny stuff, you know, but hey, that's what I'm trying to say here. That Navarrete, my gosh, these freaking names I get all mixed up. Dogboe and you know, both these guys, Joet Gonzalez, they don't have that kind of, you know, I guess that pull when it comes to, you know, fan bases. They're not superstars and like that in the sport. But this is where people get it twisted. This is the point I'm trying to get at here. This is where people get it twisted, man. You know, a superstar in the sport, man, it doesn't mean that they're going to always give action-packed fights. You know what I'm trying to say? Dogboe and Joet Gonzalez, they're not necessarily superstars in the sport, man, but they bring it. They bring it in their fights, man. They bring it. They bring it in that ring. And you know, Dogboe and Joet Gonzalez, this was served for a wonderful rematch. It really would, man. Because like I said, man, you watch the fight. If you didn't see it, go back. You have to watch it. It was a close fight, man. Really close fight. And I think it would be best, you know, for the fans. Obviously, we know that, you know, the boxing, the business of boxing isn't necessarily in favor of the fans all the time, you know, unfortunately. But this would be great because this is where we're getting back to. I don't think there's a point in making a, you know, Navarrete and Dogboe trilogy for the WBO belt. You got Ray Vargas. Okay, you got Ray Vargas. And I think they got a name floating around there, but I don't think it's going to be Dogboe, okay? I'm not so sure. Maybe. Hope, you know, the thing here is about, you know, Dogboe. Ray, you know, Vargas is a tall guy. If I'm not mistaken, he's quite taller than Dogboe. Dogboe's a short fighter, man. He's a short guy, you know what I'm saying? So Dogboe has problems with the tall guys, you know what I'm saying? He definitely, like, alas, Navarrete, you know, lost twice against him, He really has problems fighting on the inside, you know what I'm saying, with the taller guys, you know? And it's interesting because Joet Gonzalez didn't fight tall. Joet, you know, that's what I'm saying. The rematch would serve to be a lot more interesting between Joet Gonzalez and Dogboe because Joet Gonzalez didn't fight tall. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't fighting from a distance. He was fighting on the inside, and they were just going at it. You gotta watch this fight if you didn't see it. Big disservice to you. I've said it in several fights. If you haven't seen a fight, man, like, this is a disservice. You gotta see that fight. They got a rematch, man. So getting back to that, Ray Vargas, I think he got the WBC belt, you know what I'm saying, and won against Magsayo. You know, wonderful fight right there too. Really close. That was a close fight. That was a pretty close fight. But you know, Ray Vargas, salute to him. He got that WBC belt. I don't know where Isaac Dogboe is at in the WBC rankings, but he's up there. But I don't think he can beat Ray Vargas, man. That would be just another war. Beautiful stuff, you know. And then you got Leo Santa Cruz, and I don't know if that Lay Wood. I don't know if they're gonna fight, but I don't remember. Leo Santa Cruz. I think Lay Wood is up there. I'm not sure if they're gonna fight soon. I think that name is floating around too for Leo Santa Cruz. So what I'm trying to say is this: I think the next best thing for Dogboe is to have a rematch with Joet Gonzalez. Have a rematch and really define who is the real. I'm not saying that Dogboe isn't the real winner, but just to make it clear who's the winner between those two, because it was close. It was really close. It could have gone either way, man. I thought it was going to be a draw. I really thought it was going to be a draw. So, hey, salute, man, to both these fighters, these warriors, man. And I thought, like I said earlier, I thought Dogboe was going to go down because Joet Gonzalez had him hurt. I don't remember how. I think it was through an uppercut or hook. Right hook. I just don't remember exactly the shot. But Joet Gonzalez clocked Dogboe. Bam. Dogboe has a chin, man. Both these guys got chins. Now, it seems like Dogboe was throwing so many beautiful body shots around the guard, man. Around the shoulder, around the elbows, of Joet Gonzalez. It's just like, it seems like Dogboe just didn't have that power, man. He has a lot, high volume, punches, high punch volume, but just the power, man. I mean, it wasn't. I don't want to say it wasn't phasing Joet Gonzalez, but Joet Gonzalez wasn't getting moved. He wasn't getting rocked. Every time it would get hit, and a lot of clean body shots to the body by Dogboe. It was a beautiful fight, man. And but it just, the power wasn't enough, by Dogboe on Dogboe's behalf. And Joet Gonzalez wasn't respecting it. He was just going back in, bam, bam. And these guys got chins, man. Chins, and their styles mesh for just fireworks. Fireworks. Remember, you got to look out for these kinds of fights. Just because they're not, on social media every day, just because they're not, Ryan Garcia. No, I'm just kidding. Some of these fighters out there, they just tend to be on social media all day, and it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to give, highly action-packed performances in that ring. It's not necessarily the case. And Isaac Dogboe, man, and Joet Gonzalez, they really just brought it all in the ring. It was beautiful. And I think a rematch would be best for these two fighters, man. A rematch would be best, and the build-up would be better, I think, because rematches, it's in Warrington. I think Josh Warrington. I just don't remember which belt. I think it's a WBA he has. That's the other champ up there, at 126, and that's another name I just forgot earlier to mention that. So you got Josh Warrington too. That would be a good fight too, in my humble opinion. So, I mean, these two options would be nice. And what the heck do I know? I don't know if Josh Warrington has a fight lined up. I think Navarrete has a fight lined up already. I think they're already talking about Leo Santa Cruz, and I think it's Lay Wood. You got Ray Vargas. I mean, he just won against Magsayo. Wonderful fight there. I'm sure you guys saw that one. And I don't know what they're saying about Ray Vargas and what's next for him. Possibly it's going to be Dogboe though. I just don't know how the WBC is going to do it and order what's next for Ray Vargas. Possibly Dogboe, because I think this Joet Gonzalez and Dogboe fight, I think it was for a WBC title eliminator thing. I think that's what it was for. Correct me if I'm wrong, but so those are options. But I think I wouldn't be tripping over Joet Gonzalez and Dogboe rematch. If they do this whole ordering of Ray Vargas and Dogboe, that would be really fun to watch too. But I think I would give Ray Vargas, I would give him the bigger chance of winning because of the height, man. And Ray Vargas looked really good against Magsayo. And Magsayo's no pushover, ladies and gentlemen. Magsayo's a pretty good fighter too, man. He's really good fighter. And I don't think Dogboe has the power really to phase Ray Vargas, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but if they make that fight, it would be really fun to watch because of the styles, man. Dogboe's not going to be, he's not going to roll over, And you got Josh Warrington up there too. So Warrington would be a great fight too. Dogboe, Warrington, Dogboe, Ray Vargas, or Dogboe rematch with Gonzalez. I would opt more for the Gonzalez fight, but obviously Dogboe, man, his team, I'm sure they want a belt. I'm saying? I'm sure they want to go for a belt, but I wouldn't be tripping at all if they announced Joet Gonzalez versus Dogboe rematch. But I'm not so sure if that's going to happen. But we'll see, man. We'll see what's next for Dogboe. Salute to him, the winner. Salute to Joel Gonzalez, man. I think he was undefeated. I don't remember. I think he was undefeated before this fight. So I think he just got one loss. I mean, man, he got a great future ahead of him, Joel Gonzalez. You know what I'm saying? So he just got to keep pushing, you know? One loss doesn't define your career. 2 losses doesn't define your career. 3 losses doesn't define your career. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you just got to keep pushing, you know? So hats off to the winner. But it was a close fight. It was a really close fight, man. So definitely, what do you guys think? What do you guys think is next for Dogboe? People got to pay attention to these fighters, man. Definitely. Just because they're not champs doesn't mean that they don't bring it in the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? You got some top 5 contenders, top 5 contenders in the divisions who are wonderful fighters. You know what I'm saying? I can start talking about that about other divisions, but you already know the names. So it's beautiful stuff, man. The sport, I love it. I enjoyed it. So hopefully you saw it. Like I said, I got to repeat. If you didn't see it, you got to go back and watch that sucker. Go back and watch it. Radio Box Young, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze it, but talk about sport of boxing. I appreciate y'all. Hit the notification bell. You already know. If you want to support via Cash App, $ Renee Box Young, Cash App, $ Renee Box Young, and thank you guys so much for those who have been supporting in that manner. You guys are so awesome, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's keep pushing, man. Renee Box Young, y'all know what it is. Peace out.